A strong mind can help you achieve great things. Success on most days is built on sweat and tears. It is tempting and takes little effort to put our hands up and say, "I've had enough," or "I give up." To be faced with adversity and power through despite the chaos requires one to be ruthless with a strong mental resolve. When we picturize a mentally strong person, what comes to our mind are the characteristics of resilience and perseverance. This is exactly what we can understand as mental strength. A companion, that one friend who sticks by you through good and bad times, telling you to keep moving and striving forward. Despite the failure and sadness, you have the ability to remain calm and composed, and the mindset to win and see that clear blue sky. Notice the silver lining and take that next step with a leap of faith. With a strong mind, you will feel more satisfied with what you have and focus on the present, perform better with self-belief, and have control over your life and the things you want to do to get to the place you want to be. Now then, let us look at those 6 mental exercises that boost our mental strength. Begin each day with meditation. All of the research done on meditation only points at how overwhelming positive it is. It is next to impossible to find one that says it's negative for you. You can start by developing your ability to focus. Meditation has scientifically been proven to enhance your focus and ability to have more willpower. Meditation is energizing to our physical self as well, which is, in turn, beneficial to our mental strength. With more energy comes better decisions, and you will possess the mental and physical power to keep moving forward. Perhaps the most convincing argument to add meditation to your routine is the convenience of it. A study showed that 10 minutes of this exercise significantly reduces stress. Through this practice, one also becomes more forgiving towards others, especially their fellow peers. The faster you are able to do this, the quicker you can move on and not fret over things and stifle yourself with negative feelings. Taking the first step can be a challenge, but once you get the momentum, little can hold you back. There are many good apps that will help you on your journey with meditation. Stop wasting energy on things you can't control. You can increase your mental strength by becoming better at picking your battles. All the problems of the world are not yours to solve, and frankly, you cannot possibly control all of them even if you wanted. By being able to make a distinction between what you can control and that which you can't, you won't expend your energy and time focusing on the latter. The truth is that you will encounter troubling times and have sleepless nights because of the same. But losing sleep over the unsolvable matters of life isn't advisable, as sleep too largely impacts our mental strength. The exercise is simple. When faced with worrying situations, ask yourself what your role is in terms of the solution. Is the situation something you can control? If yes, how can you solve it? When you have a garden party planned, bad weather is something not in your hands, but having a plan in place to avoid people getting wet is in your power. So your role in providing a solution is to maybe keep the party indoors. So with the situation that's bothering you, ask yourself, can you control it? If no, stop thinking about it. If yes, focus on the solution. Replace negative thoughts with productive thoughts. Similar to the previous exercise on eliminating thoughts that aren't under your control, replacing the negative ones with productive and positive thoughts is highly impactful in boosting mental strength. Organizing your garden party indoors can be a bummer, but that's just a negative outlook. A more positive one would be to think in terms of how you can make it a success. Here you focus your energy on how to make use of a change rather than complaining about it. We normally focus on the negative as it is the easier way out. It is easy peasy to sit at the train station and whine about the delays than figuring out an alternative route. So next time you catch yourself focusing on the negative, replace that with a positive thought and notice the feeling. After all, it's the language that we use that can empower or destroy us. Productive thinking doesn't mean being unrealistic. You don't have to replace it with wishful thinking. "Oh, it's going to rain" shouldn't instead become an "I know it won't rain." If you aren't good at maths, constantly complaining about it isn't going to help you. Instead, focusing on a realistic evaluation of yourself and the situation and reframing your thought to "I'm not the best with numbers, but practicing every day will help me improve" will yield better results. Focus on the motivation behind actions. Your will to do something will be given a boost if you start paying attention to the motivation behind your actions. Viewing things only through the lens of, I have to get this done, can make those actions feel boring and even depressing. Consider how unappealing is the thought of getting up and going to work, especially after a gala previous night. The thought itself puts you off, let alone the effort. On the other hand, if you wake up thinking of the reason behind or the why of going to work, your whole dialogue or spirit may be different and more positive. I go to work to be financially well off, or I go to work to step closer to my dream of becoming a CEO sounds more engaging and appetizing. This exercise of bringing your motivation to mind, be it to solve a problem or get through a difficult event, can guarantee you to get the task accomplished by always having the bigger picture playing at the back. Your actions determine the consequences, and it's in your hands to make them good. When you get reminded of the motivator, your sense of causing others to feel more loved, or your desire to be a better person, it gives you the extra kick to soldier through. Being mindful of your decisions, even the automatic and unimportant ones, by taking more time to think of the reasons behind it, can help you focus more and become adept at analyzing a situation. So when you are about to add milk to your coffee, think of the why. Over time, if you do change your habits, you will understand the reasoning behind it, and that change is not always bad. Start tracking your spending and diet. Keeping track of what you put on your plate and your spending habits can speed up the process of having better mental strength. There is research that points to how the act of food journaling can increase your willpower. Understandably, noting down everything you ate takes guts. Along with being more mindful of what you eat, you first also have to take the time to write down what you ate. It is useful to know that when you write something down, you remember things better. Thus, making a note can get you to face your decisions and perhaps even learn to accept your dietary mistakes and mishaps. Journaling can also help you make better food choices, and better health ensures more energy and resilience. Just like with food, tracking the way you spend your money for a good while can help you become more aware of your habits and check the viability of your decisions. So the exercise you need to follow is to keep a food journal and track your finances. Simply jot down your habits and strengthen those muscles of self-control and willpower. Set deadlines for yourself. In general, we despise deadlines, yet these reminders that encourage us to get our act together help build focus, resilience, and willpower. We hustle and bustle to get things done when we see the deadline nearing. Knowing that we master a great amount of focus and willpower to get the task done with the deadline in mind prompts us to use the benefits of it in our advantage. Research shows that even self-imposed deadlines can add focus to your activities and also provide a better structure. With the structure in place, you can direct attention to the important tasks and divide the work according to how much you wish to finish upon a given day. Having a great deal of focus and the tools to prioritize your work will make you mentally resilient. Instead of simply listing things to do on your to-do list, add in a self-imposed deadline beside each. Conclusion: you aren't stuck with the mental strength you have. Your mental strength can significantly improve if you are able to train yourself using these exercises. You can use these exercises to become more resilient and have unbreakable focus and willpower over time with enough practice, thereby being able to respond to changes more constructively and positively. It is human to have days where you do not want to go through with the exercise or have days where you don't see the progress. Know that it won't happen overnight, and it is during these days you have to sum up the willpower to get back on track and eventually see the results unfold before your eyes. We certainly hope this information has been your guide and first step in the journey to boost mental strength. What do you do to make yourself mentally strong? What are other ways you think that are essential to boost your mental strength? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching this video and spending time with us, you future billionaires. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification button on to avoid missing out on the life-changing videos created for you. Transform your life. Learn from the world's best on one of the leading personal growth platforms.